This week, a football match, wildfires and a barn owl box. Welcome to our channel. We are Kath, Sue and Fudge. Following retirement and after 2.5 years on the road, we decided to establish new roots in the Cairngorms and are now 6 months into Scottish Highland life. Come and join us as we continue to navigate through retirement.
Well, my mystery activity today, in the rain, is going to a football match. Now, I've never gone as a spectator to a football match. So I think I may have been once before as a spectator, but that would have been well over 30 years ago. And I'm here by myself this time. And I'm here to watch Caledonian Thistle, the local football team in Inverness. So it should be exciting. However, the reason I'm here is there is a young goalkeeper playing for the opposition who's on loan from Portsmouth for the season. And the last time I saw him was, he must have been 7 or 8 years old. So he was dead diddy. I think he's a bit taller now. So I'm interested to see how he gets on. I made it in. Now I've got to find my seat. I have a front row seat, and I've realised why, and that's because the higher up in the stand you go, the more likely you are to be sheltered from the weather. It has actually stopped raining, and we've got some cheerleaders on the pitch. That was a weird experience. Firstly, because I don't really watch much football. I do watch the women's internationals. But because I was there to watch Toby, who was playing for St Johnstone, and yet my local team, like Caledonian Thistle, so I felt duty-bound to support them. Very weird. Anyway, St Johnstone won 1-0, and that was very much thanks to Toby, because he had about 5 shots on goal and saved them all. Pretty good, eh? Good day out. I'm heading home for my tea now, though.
Right, I hope you forgive me just for this little interruption to tell you about today's video sponsor, and that's Suri. Now, you know that we like to do our bit for the environment, so I'm delighted that Suri has asked us to try out some of their toothbrush products, and the box has arrived. Our box of goodies had a variety of items, but let's get to the main event. A hers and hers toothbrush. I wonder which colour Sue will pick. So I've opened one of the boxes, and in the box you get a quick start guide. There's only 4 pages in English. It comes in 7 different languages. The actual toothbrush itself comes in this really neat charging case, and it kind of feels like it's got some quality to it. Yeah. You get a brush, so I've obviously been sent some spare heads as well. So you get a brush which just clips on. I'm sure that's the way. And you get this handy thing. It's magnetic, so it holds that, and it's designed to attach to your mirror, so you never have to put your toothbrush down. I don't know if you have this problem at your place, but I stand my toothbrush up and then you end up with those little marks, don't you, by the sink. but that's handy. And then it's got a stand, a charging stand as well, so you can either charge it in its case or on this stand, and it's a USB charging cable that fits the box and a USB plug-in for the stand as well. Let's see if it's any good. Here goes. Two speeds. I'm on the fast one now. Oh, you tickle. Well, they're very gentle is all I can say. It's sonic vibrations. Don't really understand what that is, but I'm liking it. Well, now I've had a chance to use it, what do I really like about this toothbrush? Well, first of all, and most important, it manages to clean my teeth fine. They feel good, and it's really got a tickly sensation. I think that's because it's got those sonic vibrations, which feel very different anyway. I love this. This case, I just thought it was a charging case. It's actually got a UVC light inside it. So it also cleans your toothbrush of 99.9% of bacteria. Now, obviously, I like the fact that the heads are recyclable. And what you do with this bag comes with it. Once you get to 4, you pop them in there and you send it free post, and Suri will recycle your heads for you. So by using this toothbrush, you're helping the environment again. What could be better than that? Oh, and I forgot to say, I really love the little mirror mount as well, because it just takes the toothbrush off the side and stops those little white stains that you get otherwise on the work surface in your bathrooms. I think I'm going to be using this forevermore. Well, after that, and talking of sustainable, let's get to the garden. Morning, gang. I'm in the greenhouse today, but that's just because I've just been watering my tomatoes. The outdoor plants are doing really well because we've had quite a lot of rain over the last 24 hours, and it is really needed because we've had quite a few quite devastating wildfires recently in this area. What people don't always appreciate is it's very peaty under the soil, so even if you get a little bit of a fire, then actually it can travel underground for quite some distance and then pop up in all sorts of places. And the surface has been just so dry, it's like tinderbox dry. I mean, the Highlands is a lovely place, but if you do come here, please heed the signs and be really, really careful about what you do. Certainly don't have any barbecues or campfires. And even discarding, a cigarette, but there was one, I think, recently at Loch, Garten, and they think it's just somebody's carelessly discarded a cigarette and that's caused the fire. And it's meant that they put it out relatively quickly, but staff had to stay there overnight just to make sure that it didn't pop up somewhere else again. Anyway, enough of that. Why am I here? Ah, right, it was simply just to say, after the football yesterday, because we've got a rainy day today, I'm going to move on to another woodwork project. Now, you've seen me make one of these before, so I probably won't film the whole thing, but it's a barn owl box. I've got 2 to make, but it's not a production, it's not a factory, so I'm going to make 1 at a time. And whilst I'm here, I may as well show you the tomato plants. I mean, to me they look good, but maybe they should have fruit by now. We've got flowers, don't know what that means. I'll show you. Well, to build my barn owl box, I've got to re-watch a video that I watched before I built the first one. And I did write down notes last time, but it was on a bit of paper. I've progressed since then to my book where I keep all my woodwork. So I've got my book out. I'm going to watch the video and at the same time write down all the plans into here so that I can then go and make it. Let's give it a go. This is the Barn Owl Trust, by the way. You can find this on YouTube, and if anyone is interested in making it, I'll try to remember to put a link to this video in the description for this video.
These boxes are pretty easy to make. The angles...
Well, so he says, but I think that depends on the competence of the maker. And check this out. 1 minute there's a blade in the jigsaw and the next minute there isn't. So not only had I not put the blade in properly, which had then dropped out, I tried to pick it up and it was hot. So of course I styled it out for the camera and put a blade in properly this time. Then a quick sanding down of the edges of the pieces I've cut before I realised the next mistake. Oh dear. Hey, well, I'm just on an ordinary walk and I don't film these very often these days, so this is just a short one to say it's very exciting, but some of the purple heather is starting to come through. Just going to see more and more of that over the next few weeks, I think. Morning! I had to walk away from it yesterday. I have cut most of the pieces for the panels for the box, but I made a big mistake because the video I watched directs you to the Barnell Trust website, which says the plans are there. And when I looked up, there was a plan and I copied that and it's the wrong one. So I cut 2 pieces. It's not the end of the world. I have actually managed to use those pieces. There's maybe a little bit more waste on my 1 sheet of ply than there would otherwise have been. But apart from that, I'm now, what am I doing? So I'm cutting the bounds. And I started yesterday. Again, I made a little mistake, got the angles the wrong way around. Oh my goodness, it was a bad day. But I'm back. Finally, with the battens cut and the angles correct and checked, it was time to attach it to the front. A few more battens to go to the top and bottom, and more angles to change my mind. Moment of truth. Oh! Whoa! Yes, I'm liking that. I decided to come out and have a little bit of break from building the barn owl and to come down here to this absolutely gorgeous place of Loch Garten. And that's because I read a post from the RSPB to say that there'd been a fire here. And I haven't found it, although I've not looked very far. But they think it's just been caused by someone carelessly discarding a cigarette. And when you're surrounded by nature and beauty, such as we are here, it's really important that we look after it. Not everybody appreciates the peat in the soil, which, you know, if a fire starts, then it can go for a very, very long time, and it will travel underground and then pop up where you least expect it. The land is really dry, and so everything is easily flammable. So I wanted to sit in a peaceful place, but just really to say that, you know, it's a beautiful place, beautiful part of the world. If you come here, just please respect it and be really, really careful. I'm going to carry on enjoying this setting for a few more minutes before I head off back home. And when I got back, this is what I found. I can hardly see you through this bush.
I told you, I'm just saying I hope I haven't killed it.
Well, the advice was be ruthless, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I've certainly been ruthless.
We'll see. You've probably given it a new lease of life, actually.
I need to save that shoot.
This one, which one?
That one.
The green one.
Yeah, there's still a few left. Let's see if I can get any of these out now.
Well, while Sue's creating carnage out there, I'm back in the Dream Factory, and I think you'll see I've made some significant progress. And I'm using some sealant to do down the joints. So I've got to do, what have I got to do next? I've got to get one of the other sides ready with all the screws in, and then get the sealant on, and then get that screwed into place as well. Something's not right. That's the wrong way around. It doesn't matter, because it's going to get covered. Let's take it off and start again. What's next? Pop the roof on. Pop it on! Yeah, doesn't account for people like me. Never mind. Cut the roofing felt 62 centimetres by 57 centimetres now. Can't go wrong with that, can I? 62 by 57. Come on. I've gone as far as I can today. It's a cat's whisker away from being finished. Essentially, I've got to put 3 battens onto here and then mount that on the box as the exercise platform. But I've run out of batten. So I've got some more on order. It should be here within the next few days, I would imagine. And then I'll be able to finish this and then start on the next one. Wonder what mistakes I'll make on the next one. Your guess is as good as mine. But I know it won't be perfect. I'll just probably make different mistakes. But at least it's fresh in my mind now, so you never know. I could be striving for perfection. Ta-da! First one's done. Solid as a rock. That was the last bit, the exercise platform. My wood arrived today. Managed to get it finished. I am really pleased with this. We just now need to find a suitable tree for it to go in. Well, depending on which neighbour gets it first. There's a tractor going in the background. So all I wanted to say is, after saying I wasn't going to film a lot of that, I do seem to have got rather a lot of footage. But it's such a great project. I really enjoy it, and I've got another one to go as well now. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope we see you next week, because we've got a very exciting week and weekend. Anyway, we've got some exciting things to come. So I hope you'll join us again next week. See you then.
You and I can weather any storm.